Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2016. Brought to you by Gutshot Games and their Gen Con release, Headhunters, a collectible card game and a collectible toy. And Shoot Again Games, makers of Looting Atlantis and Conspiracy. Look for Pinball Showdown on Kickstarter soon. Also brought to you by the generous support of these companies and our fantastic Kickstarter backers.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza Blowout coverage, and I'm here live at Gen Con 2016. Thanks in part to our amazing sponsors. Check them out down below. Right now, we're about to talk to Alex from Dude Games about 10 Minutes to Kill. This is one I'm very excited to hear about. So what is 10 Minutes to Kill, Alex?
10 Minutes to Kill is a game wherein you play a hitman. All right? All players play hitmen. You will form your... I'll show you the back of the box here. You'll form a cityscape, all right, with these tiles any way you want. Preferably not in a square because that's rather dull. You put it in a little more interesting way. And then you will place all the characters, one per tile, all right? And then what you do is you have these smaller tiles which represent one of the characters on the board. Now, you will have one tile which represents your hitman. And the three other tiles are your targets, all right? Now, the most important thing in this game is to be subtle. You don't want to be seen carrying a gun and shooting people, because if people know who you are on the board, they can send the police to have you arrested or have you shot themselves. And killing a hitman is worth 3 points, so that's a really interesting proposition for all of your opponents. During your turn, you can expend 2 actions in 3 different ways. Right? You can move. That means you can take a character from any tile on the board and place them on any other tile. And it can be any character. It doesn't have to be yours. The second way that you can expend an action is by killing one of your targets or a target. What you do is you lay the token down. And you say, "This character is now dead." And now the other players are going to try and figure out who you are. A hitman is equipped with 3 different weapons. A hitman has a knife, allowing him to kill a character in the same tile as he is. All right. A hitman also has a pistol, allowing him to kill a target in an adjacent tile, but only a distance of 1 and no diagonals. There are no diagonals in this game. The third weapon is the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle allows a hitman to kill from a distance. However, the hitman must be on an elevated tile, and those tiles are indicated with a blue outline. Now that allows you to kill at a distance, no diagonals. So for instance, what you're trying to do is create a situation where there are many potential hitmen when you kill somebody, so people can't figure out who you are right away. Eventually, if you're not careful, people will figure out who you are, and they can send a policeman. Because when you kill a target, okay, you will say, all right, well look, this is on my hit list. I will score a point at the end of the game if it was on my hit list. When somebody dies, a police officer will come, and the other players can use a police officer to move it into a tile where they suspect you are. And then they can expend an action point to ask, is this your hitman? And if it is your hitman, you have to reveal it and give it to the player who asked the question. And you can score points in multiple ways. This way, if you get arrested, you can no longer kill any more targets. All right. However, you can still score points by moving police officers and uncovering other hitmen. So you're not totally out of the game. Yeah.
And this is all in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes. This is the first player who either kills all of his the targets on his hit list, or if all of the hitmen are either killed or arrested, game ends.
Very cool.
And it really lasts only 10 minutes.
Nice. Always love that. So that is 10 Minutes to Kill. Sounds like a really awesome filler game. That's from Dude Games. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check it out. Also, if you're enjoying the Gen Con coverage, be sure to click on that subscribe button. In the comments below, let me know what would be your hitman name. Like, what's your name if you're a hitman? For me, I'd be Forrest the Flasher. I got to flash people before I get... What would your hitman name be?
Hitman name? I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm waiting to see...
a name, though.
A name?
Yeah, like, what would be your name? Like, at the news reporters, they're going to give you a name. You're a hitman. What's your name? Your nickname, maybe.
I don't know. Six Gun Stevie.
6 Gun Stevie? All right. Forrest the Flasher, 6 Gun Stevie coming to a town near you. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
This was brought to you by Headhunters from Gunshot Games, Pinball Showdown from Shoot Again Games, these great companies, and fans like you.